What's going on, Jerome's? I fully understand that the Minnesota Vikings season hasn't started out the ideal way, but it sort of is what it is. No crying in the breast milk. Vikings got to get up off their ass and get after it. Oh, but why would you want a worse draft pick? Because success in the National Football League is not directly correlated with the height of the draft pick. No big deal. No big deal. But again, yeah. Same people want to get Kwesi fired. Kwesi ain't getting fired after 2 years. They want him to have all the draft picks. Okay. But looking ahead and 1 week season, the Vikings got to take care of business down in North Carolina. Come on and raise up. But looking ahead, that's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. Can the Vikings salvage this thing and rise like a phoenix from the ashes? And head coach Kevin O'Connell brought up a good point. When he was part of the 2021 Rams, they did have a 3-game losing streak, and they still won the Super Bowl. Now, the losing streak was the middle of the season, and the Rams had a 7-1 start, but who knows? Next up, so first up, Sunday. Vikings are actually 3-point favorites on the road against Carolina. Andy Dalton probably going to be in at quarterback. Adam Jerome, Ezekiel Thielen. You know he had this one circled. And Thielen had himself a boom game against the Seahawks, so he'll be looking to put up numbers. And I just feel like it's a spot where both teams are desperate. Both teams are 0-3. But I think the Vikings somehow, some way, will mercifully get it done on the road. So I like it. Week 5. I didn't even think about this. I mean, Taylor Swift is probably going to be back at U.S. Bank Stadium. I mean, maybe she can put on another concert or two. I don't know. But or who knows? It's 2 weeks. It might be broken up by then. Nah, just kidding. I'm rooting for him. Hopefully Love wins. Always. Although her music would get worse. Anyways, so the Vikings hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelsey's fully healthy. Chris Jones is already back in playing shape. Mahomes is Mahomes. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be a damn tough game, but I feel like this game is going to be a lot closer. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Watching the stupid Rams lose to the stupid Bengals. But I feel like this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. Chiefs will probably even be a touchdown favorite on the road. But I think the Vikings probably do end up a little bit short here. So 1-4 to start the season, less than ideal. Week 6. At the Bears. Now this one, hey, I mean, if you drop this one, just cancel everything. It's over, man. But the Vikings get it done on the road. Start of division game. By the way, besides, all is not lost because the Vikings haven't begun their divisional schedule yet. And what scares you about the Packers? What scares you about the Lions? Absolutely nothing, man. Absolutely not. So Vikings 2-4. Monday Night Football against the Niners. San Francisco looks really damn good, man. They look really damn good. And again, we're trying to be super objective here. This is what bugs me too. Like, people always try to take like the moral high ground. It's like, hey, me being negative and just being realistic. Now, just being negative for negativity's sake. And hey, that's right. Sometimes we're a little bit positive. We're glasses half full. Ideally of some damn fine tequila, Blanco, and whatever. Anyways, week 7. All right, so we'll say that's a loss to the Niners, sure. So now you are 2-5 and feeling alive. Heading to week 8. Remember the trade deadline after this game. But the Vikings at the Packers, divisional game. Throw the records out, man. So the Vikings get it done on the road. F your couch. So 3-5 trade deadline. The Vikings would not be sellers. They're not getting rid of Kirk. They're not getting rid of JJ. They're not getting rid of Daniil. So let's roll on. Week 9 at the Falcons. It's going to be like 6 points scored in this game. But the Vikings go into Mercedes-Benz. They get a $4 hot dog and get themselves a crooked number in the win column. So 4-5, heading into the Saints game, hosting the Saints. Derek Carr should be back from his AC joint sprain. Saints got a damn good defense, man. But, of course, Saints history in this stadium, it's pretty good. Pretty damn good, man. So somehow, some way, the Vikings claw their ass into 4-5. And again, we're trying to be super objective here, and even to a degree, being slightly negative. I mean, losses against the Chiefs and the Niners, but show me where any of these games are impossible. Right? Chiefs and Niners will be tough, yes, but win on the road in Carolina. Tell me that's not possible. Win on the road against the Bears. Tell me that's not possible. Win on the road against the Packers. Again, this is not the juggernaut team of previous seasons. And yeah, they had to luck box their way, and they had to injure Derek Carr to win at Lambeau on Sunday. Congratulations. Tell me that's not capable. The Vikings aren't capable of that. Tell me that beating the Falcons, they're not capable of that. Tell me that beating the Saints at home, they're not capable of that. Get out here. At the Broncos Sunday Night Football, the Broncos may have just given up at this point. I could see them trading Russ to the Jets. It's Cortland Sutton gone. So the Vikings finally dip above 500 in this spot. Bears Monday Night Football at US Bank Stadium right after Thanksgiving. That's a win, dog. That's a win. So 7-5 into the bye. And after the initial tailspin, I mean, that's pretty good to go. And again, this corridor, Packers, Falcons, Saints, Broncos, Bears. Tell me that the Vikings don't have a chance to come out of that 5-0, at least 4-1. Like that's the part of the schedule where it's gonna be the meatiest, where they can make some hay after they get through some of these turbulence games, weeks 5 and 7, and then got the bye week, healing up in Viva Las Vegas. The Raiders are booty. So 8-5, headed into the matchup against the Bengals on the road. That's TBD. That might be flexed to a Saturday game. And I don't know what it is. Like the Bengals, like Joe Burrow, that calf is still bothering him, and it looks like he's going to tough it out. But I don't know. Like I feel like this Bengals team doesn't have the bite of previous seasons. But again, hey, we'll try and play devil's avocado here. It's going to be a tough game on the road in Northern Kentucky. So Vikings 8-6. And then you got your final 2 out of 3 games. All 3 of them are indoors, which benefits the Vikings. 2 out of 3 at home against divisional opponents. Again, that benefits the Vikings. So Christmas Eve, the Vikings taking on the Lions at noon. We'll say that's a win, and we'll just round things out. Win-win loss. All right, so that the Vikings end up 10-7 in that spot. And again, holding serve at home, stealing one on the road against the Packers. I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility. Right, and going 5-1 in division. Remember, the Vikings don't start their divisional games until week 6, so they got the 6 games that matter. I don't think that the Lions are as good as everyone thinks they are. I certainly don't think the Packers are as good as everyone thinks they are. And even though this thing started out rough, I mean, that meaty part of the schedule between weeks 8 and 14, the Vikings can really do some damage there. And I understand that, well, it's after the trade deadline, blah, 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 blah. No, they can right the ship. If they can protect Kirk Cousins' ass, if the defense can actually get a stop or two, I think we'll be in business, man. So, again, 10-7 should be enough to secure a wild card spot. And once you get in the dance, you got a chance. And it's a get the passer league. If the Vikings can actually get that pass rush to where it needs to be, it's going to be a dangerous, dangerous football team, man. And again, it's not like the Vikings got blown out each of the first 3 weeks. It was turnovers, it was mental errors, it was mistakes that cost them. Again, they beat themselves. They didn't lose to the Bucs. They didn't lose to the Eagles. They didn't lose their Chargers. Right. So get your ish together and unleash this team, man. Go from there. But your thoughts are thoughts. Predicting the rest of the Vikings schedule. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But next time, Skull Production Value.